Welcome back, everyone. This is Akinar here with more Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree edition, where last time we descended into the Stone Coffin Fissure. We crossed paths with the Putrescent Knight, and we were introduced to Saint Trina, which was just a perfectly expected, strange, and bizarre experience, as so often has been the case here in Elden Ring. And then we made our way, finally found our way down to Bonny Village, and we're going to be exploring Bonny Village in the not too distant future. The first order of business, though, as I have just perfectly timed out my intro to be waylaid by a furnace golem, is we're gonna try something here and see if we can actually, well, the first step to taking down a furnace golem is actually damaging the furnace golem. And I'm wondering if maybe the key has been what we should have been focusing on, perhaps. I wanted to see if I could lure him to this end of the platform, this plateau. I wanted to see if we could get him over here somewhere, and maybe that would allow us to hit the guy. It is a very funny, he's gonna start shooting these things again at us, and we're gonna have to stay on the move. I can't exactly hit the guy, can I? Oh, sorry, Torrent. Sorry, this is the thing, is it doesn't look like I can actually hit you. And you, of course, are destroying me. I thought maybe that this end of the plateau might... Wait a second. Hold on, maybe I'm wrong about this. Is there actually a little place over here? Is there actually a spot right here? The problem is, how do I... He's still a bit too far away. Do I have any spells that can hit him? I actually did not really equip a good set of spells here. Now I'm gonna... What the heck? That fortunately didn't do too much damage, but what am I... You are still not quite close enough for me to reach you. I could do Sacred Blade. That's not how you do Sacred Blade. You have to actually two-hand and go like this. Did that damage you? Getting cooked here on a platform. I meant to double chug. This is not it either, is it? Like, we're closer. We're certainly closer than we've ever been. Well, okay, I did notice that I did actually just do some damage. What the fuck? I thought he destroyed the platform I was standing on for a second. So, this is definitely closer than we've been before, but it's still not close enough. It is not nearly close enough to actually damage the guy. So what the hell? Is this a situation where I need to somehow... This is such a puzzle that I still actually don't quite understand. But I had this idea the other day that I just wanted to investigate ever so briefly, and figure out... You're so close, and yet so far. I don't get it. So, alright, I will continue to mull over and see if I can get some ideas still on Mr. Furnace Golem here, but yeah, that's, what the heck is up with this DLC, man? This is that's why I made sure to spend whatever runes that I had left, on making sure that I bought upgrade materials and bolstered spirit ashes and whatnot, because I am not going back for 774 runes up to that plateau. Okay, how how the heck are we supposed to deal with this guy? I don't know. There's something I'm missing here still. But why? Oh, it took me to the Lamenter's Jail. Right. I thought, why did it take me back to the beginning of the DLC? The Lamenter's Jail is right underneath that. Funny placement that is. Okay. The main event now is for us to turn our attention to Bonny Village. Or at least start there. I have a couple things that I want to do. The first of which is, I want to quickly check back down the... Well, first of all, I want to get rid of my fire protection. Quickly add in... Blessing of the Erdtree, is that what it's called? Protection of the Erdtree. There it is. Blessing of the Erdtree is this guy, our trickle heal. I want to quickly check back down the well that we came out of, and just make sure that there wasn't any additional paths that I missed. I feel like I was kind of in a rush at the end of my last recording, and I might not have seen all the ways to go. That it felt like there could have been a couple different ways to traverse in here. Wanted to make sure we had all our bases covered. But I'm so glad that we did decide to revisit at the end, revisiting the Morth ruins and making 100% sure that we did have or did not have a way down to the bottom, which is what I had originally suspected. Turns out I was wrong, thankfully. Thankfully, I was very wrong about that. And there is a new way forward. And it looks like, at least from this end, there's no other... I feel like I had seen another... Maybe it was this cave entrance here, but I thought I might have seen, when we were higher up, I might have seen another passageway. But perhaps I will re-explore up there a little bit more later on. Or for now, let's just go ahead and warp back up here, and start moving forward. I think we'll start with checking out Bonny Village. The thing that's on my mind is the Shadow Keep. I've been kind of perusing this map just a little bit, and it occurred to me that perhaps the way into the Shadow Keep, to the rest of the Shadow Keep, that is, lies from this direction. If we were able to get to this side of the eastern side of the keep from the outside, there might be a way in to reach the rest of it. So we may kind of go into a bit more of a survey mode here. I thought it might be fitting, since we are in the in Bonny Village, it might be fitting to the soul jars of fortune. Get them upgraded to a +9 and bring them along for some protection. And because who knows, maybe they're all from here originally. Could be the case. It is so, man, when there's something about the texturing and the illumination of this DLC that everything just feels so much darker and dingier. I mean, I know it's a Shadow Realm. Right, it's a Shadow Realm, so that's what they're going for. I think it's perfectly intended. And they're doing it, I think, even maybe more expertly than they might have hoped. It's just, it has such a different feel. Uh-oh, oh right, I forgot about, wait, this is the Greater Potentate? No way. No way. Okay, let's both sharpen our blades here. Oh my god, he's doing the Man-Eater Mildred sharpening the blade. it was Tarnished Eater Anastasia in our case. That's the one little downside of hitting this of this. He's getting a life leech effect off of us. And I'm stuck up against the jar. And I'm getting ambushed. One of my soul jars decided to bite the dust. and take out some of the side spectators who were waylaying me. But the Greater Potentate is out of here. That was the Greater Potentate. What the fuck? You know, I just now realized. Blessing of the Erdtree from me and my soul jars. I just now realized Jarbairn asked if we wanted to be potentate or if we could be potentate. Didn't he? This is where he got the idea from, isn't it? That's Greater Potentate. I don't know where it was mentioned. I thought it was on like our cookbooks. I'm not sure, but we obviously know about the Greater Potentate that's been mentioned regarding in connection to Bonny Village. And there he is. What do you even say? What even is there to say? I was waiting though. I guess we finally dispatched with Tarnished Eater Anastasia. She was not around to have the happy reunion with the Greater Potentate here in Bonny Village. Them with their life-leeching butcher's axes. Oh man, what is Bonny Village gonna do without the Greater Potentate, I wonder. I think the cookbooks though do mention the Greater, of course we have the Greater Potentate's cookbooks, that's right. They're named after him. That's what it is. It's not that he's mentioned in the item description. They're literally just, the cookbooks are named after the guy. The Greater Potentate's cookbooks. It says, haunted by the grotesque practice of his village of birth, he stuffed great pots with all manner of things. Ah, okay, he might not have been originally from Bonny Village. The way that I read that was that he was probably going to be from Bonny Village. I know we've had at least one other item description that has mentioned the Greater Potentate in connection to Bonny Village. I know that that's been a thing. Attack on the wrong side. So I'm sure I'm not just making something out of nothing. Trying to keep from getting too turned around in this place, but it is there are not too many distinguishing landmarks. Too many for hapless jars being stuffed here. With who knows what. Here we go. That's... there it is. The Bonny butchering knife. The Bonny butchering knife. That bridge is out. And I think I see another one of them. There's somebody else holding a Bonny butchering knife. Unfortunately, my soul jars, they're not the strongest chaps in the world, but they're trying their best. You? Okay, those rocks are actually kind of painful. The rocks actually kind of hurt. How dare ye? The stinking rock throwers, man. Give me my broken rune, and then let me read about The Bonny Butchering Knife. Weapon of the Greater... Oh, I see. There's more than one of them. It's lowercase p, Potentate. The Greater Potentates of Bonny Village, an outsized butcher's cleaver used to dismember human bodies in the making of the Great Jars, stored in the jails. Restores a very small amount of HP when it squarely strikes an enemy. Unique skill, Hone Blade, perform a stroking action to sharpen the blade, honing its cutting edge and increasing amount of HP recovered. The Greater Potentates treasure the tools of their practice. Is it just me, or is that the first time I've ever read stroking as part of a FromSoft item description? So there's more than one Greater Potentate, and they definitely are, well, I don't know if they're up to no good. Because what is good and what is evil in Elden Ring? But they are definitely... They are, it's some dicey business that they've got going. I think that one looks like he's got like a horn scent mask or whatever it is that horn scent, the horn scent that we know, as kind of wrapped around his head. It looks like that one has kind of the same deal. I probably could make this jump across. And I think we have to make the jump across, otherwise we're not getting to the other side of Bonny Village. So let's just quickly... Oh, and the fall is not even that far. It's not like an insta-death. So we might even want to go to that ravine, because maybe that leads down to these lower sections. Okay. I don't want to go there just yet, because at some point here, when we've got Bonny Village thoroughly explored, then I would like to... Probably would like to make a run for... Make a run for the Shadow Keep. A little awkward fighting on these the jars, the big jar platforms are just a slight bit awkward. Oh, the Greater Potentate is here. That was supposed to be a dodge. I can do my own little life leech. I'm not the only one that can steal HP over here. You are out of here. Keep stroking away. That's their saying, guys. That's the Greater Potentates. Never stop stroking. Any other very minimally clothed... I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna contain. I'm gonna hold that thought to myself. Oh, now I'm supposed to say it, right? No, I'm definitely supposed to say it. It wasn't anything interesting. Trust me. Nothing insightful or contributing to the betterment of humanity was going to emerge from my speaking. There is another one. There we go. And he is wearing the horn scent outfit. I like this. I like this little pattern we got. I am okay. I love spamming that move because it heals me. And I need all the healing I can get when I'm getting pelted by rocks. I don't quite get the same healing from you all necessarily because you don't have enough health. Well, never mind. There it is. I'm not sure exactly when this heal procs. It's a little unclear to me. It's a little unclear to me exactly when we are getting this healing, but yeah, there you go. Oh, yes. Bro, you just absolutely fucking bitch slapped that guy. To death. Well done. Well done, my dude. From one, from one rotund jar boy to another. Give me all my rota fruit and not resin. I need them. Very important. Bonny Village. Why are they storing the big jars in the jails? That's the question. What's so important about the jails? Why do they need to stuff the jars and then store them in jails? Why? Okay, yeah, it just actually leads... There is a path. We don't even have to jump down to the ravine. It's just here. The path just exists. So we might as well explore this as well. It's not a point of no return. I think there was a doggo guarding an item. A couple doggos guarding items. Should we do... Ah, that's the other thing I was meaning to try. We have some new spells. Let's just drink our flask. We have... Can I not use this spell on horseback, I guess? Impenetrable Thorns is not something that can be used on horseback, apparently. Wait a minute. Oh, shit, is it a sorcery? It's a sorcery, isn't it? That's the problem. I equipped a sorcery, didn't I? Impenetrable Thorns is a sorcery. It's like it's one of these thorn sorceries that requires only faith, but you still need to cast it as a sorcery, which means you need a staff. So I thought we were going to be playing around with Impenetrable Thorns, but nope. Okay, so Golden Arcs it is. How does this work? I got to remind myself. How does Golden Arcs work in terms of we can charge it to enhance potency? So let's see how that... Oh, wait, you throw them like... Oh, why did I think this was... Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Not incredibly strong. But it's like, it's sort of a version of disc golf. And wait, why does it, though, path into the ground? Okay, it is pretty cheap. Very cheap. So you could maybe go rapid fire on this. Okay. All right, there's a little bit of rapid fire potential. And there's just, you know, yeah, it's not a super strong spell. But it makes up for that by being very affordable. I thought, for some reason, I thought when we were reading this item description, or when we were reading the description of the Golden Arcs, I keep wanting to say Golden Arches. The Golden Arcs, it felt like maybe they would be... There's that spell that the guys in Bellarat were casting that, Oh. You blended right in. I didn't even see you. It really is. It really is quite weak in terms of damage. I guess it did break his stance there at the very end. Oh, it's a Revered Spirit Ash. Cool. Where's the ambush? Where's the ambush? I'm waiting. I'm waiting. There's like gonna be an ooze or something that's gonna drop on my head. Maybe not. Okay. Revered Spirit Ash. Let's go. We got something to power you guys up. Are you happy? You look so happy. They look overjoyed. I thought the Golden Arcs was going to be that one that spawns underneath. Like the guys in Bellarat were casting on us. The little rings that would spawn underneath us and we need to move out of it before it's like a little area of effect. But that's, it's a different, it's whole, a whole different thing. And I'm undecided on as to whether I like it. We'll have to play around with it and see. We've got Mesmer's Orb as well to continue to play around. Unfortunately, the Thorns didn't turn out to be a new toy, but that's, you know, there's always, if we really wanted to try the Thorn stuff, we could level up one of our catalysts for sorceries and see. Okay, I think we're gonna go into a bit of survey mode now. We're gonna put Bonny Village in the rear. Go across a totally stable and not at all rickety bridge. The sound effects there are making me like, oh god, why did I decide to cross this bridge? I think that's like every rickety bridge in Dark Souls that I'm fearful of collapsing on me. Are they wearing a... Is it a skull cap that they have? What is... Or is it just... It's the horns, right? It's, But I feel like there's a head covering there in addition to the horns. Hard to say when you're looking at a ghost. For pity's sake, your place is in the jar. Okay. Nigh sainthood itself awaits you within. Oh. For shamans like you, this is your lot. Life were you accorded for this alone. Shamans, huh? So they're stuffing shamans into the jars, and they're saying that this is going to turn you into a saint, basically. Okay. What did the shamans do to you all to deserve this punishment? Oh my god, we're in the whipping hut. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is a very not so PG rated version of the program here today, folks. Please, parental discretion is advised for all of the mentions of whipping and stroking. A tooth whip. What do I need for this? Dexterity, of course, because that's what whips are. They are dexterity weapons. Are those? I mean, it says in the description, those are teeth. For a second, I thought they were like, my brain does this. It's cat laser brain, guys. Bear with me. But it looked like an octopus tentacle, kind of. It kind of, if you didn't read the description and you just looked at the picture, you might think for a second, oh, it's kind of like an octopus tentacle, sort of. It's teeth. Whip bestrewn. That's a great word. Bestrewn with rotting, misshapen teeth, filthy and seething with disease. The teeth are embedded in the whip and dose the victim with deadly poison upon each strike. As the wounds ripen, they grow inflamed and ooze pus. The flesh of shamans was said to meld harmoniously with others. Painful strike, a chastening whip strike honed to maximize pain, temporarily reduces the rate at which stamina recovers. Thus does the pain encourage obedience. Jesus Christ. Oh my goodness. Okay. Elden Ring. We are off and running, aren't we? This area down here, I do not... Well, no, yeah, that's... There's no swimming in Elden Ring, so that's not navigable. Or... okay. I was going to say, on the map, there is what appears to be navigable water or marshland, but that is more directly below me, I think. Torrent, you're always just such a help, but also kind of in the way when I'm trying to look through my telescope. Why you got to be this way? I thought we would have worked this out by now. You know how much I love to use the telescope. Okay. I'm just trying to survey the new territory. I'm trying to get the lay of the land. New side of grace, though. Let's go. Do I want to sit? I think I'll probably sit, because maybe there's... Yeah, there is a new... we picked up a new Revered Spirit Ash, which might let us power up. Yes, let's get those summons powered up. 3 Spirit Ashes now it takes to get you all stronger and buffer. And then we'll switch out this Impenetrable Thorns, which unfortunately is not for us. Just at the moment, at least. What have we picked up most recently that I would want to add to my lineup? The multi-layered Rings of Light were pretty fun, so we could just put those back in. Charging charging, charging. All three of these are charging to make better, including the Ancient Dragon's Lightning Strike, which I have enjoyed using here in the DLC. So all of these spells are charge 'em up spells. More charging, more better. All right, I think now what I want to do, I don't quite want to go into thorough exploration mode of everything just yet. I kind of want to let's make our first survey point be here. Let's kind of check. There's a couple places to check. There's potentially a converted fringe tower up here. But I kind of want to... I mean, the Shadowkeep is actually not that far away potentially, but could we get up this... There's a plateau here that we might need to have a spirit spring for. Let's find out. We'll kind of just stay on the main road. There's a scarab that I hear, so anything that like catches my interest as we go, we can take a closer look at. Oh no! Wait, what? Oh, what the fuck? Have we had one of these before where it like disappears? Yes, we have. We've had obviously scarabs that disappear, but one that disappears and then goes on to like a new location. I don't remember if that was a thing before. But at least, so far, you're not disappearing so far away that I can't hear you. Is it going back to some of the spots that it's been? It is. So... Now I'm wondering what the... I thought for a second it might be like we need to track it to each of several unique spawn locations. Like it's going to have this one sequence of locations that it's going to appear at, and eventually one will be the final location that is... It's no longer putting up a fight or a chase. But now it feels like it is... Yeah, it's actually... It's going between these different packs of wolves. And I don't quite get yet how I'm supposed to... Oh, that is not a wolf. That's a deer. Not a priority. The wolves that can bite me to death, theoretically, those are the more pressing, urgent concern. Oh, I love the sunset. The sunset there peeking through the trees. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, all right. Are we supposed to sneak up on it? Sneaky, massive roly-poly jarhead boy. Aha. Okay. Got it. It's a sneaky scarab. You have to be sneaky to get its Ash of War. Raging Beast. Step with the swiftness of a beast. Leap high. Slash foe from above. Initial step can be taken forward, backward, left, or right. Strong attack allows for a follow-up. Usable on Beast Claws. So it's a very specific Ash of War. Or at least it has a very niche set of weapons. And here... Oh, we do actually have 3 Beast Claws. I was wondering if we could use it on this dry leaf arts. Doesn't look like it. Because this is hand-to-hand, right? It looks like also it wouldn't be usable on fist weapons. Very specific. Wonder if it would be worth checking out one of these Raptor's Talons, maybe. That does cause... I guess these all cause blood loss. They're all a bit blood loss oriented. And we could, you know, affix a sacred affinity to scale with our faith build, if we wanted to. That is the beauty of the Ash of War system. If you want to mix and match to your heart's content. I think I had said way back at the start of the playthrough, I had thought about doing like a sacred Wolverine samurai, going with like one of these sacred Ashes of War, applying that to one of the beast claw or claw weapons. I had thought about doing that, and then I had talked myself out of it because I didn't yet understand that Ashes of War were a completely, you know... Oh shit, there's a fucking furnace golem. God damn it. Oh no, and it's one of the ones that's... Oh shit. Well, fuck. And now I got wolves cornering me in. Alright. Well. I got rid of that fire protection too soon, didn't I? Got rid of that fire protection perhaps a bit too soon. Please give me some fire protection. At least for in my talisman slots. I love how it's just destroying all the trees. It's fantastic. Shit. I mean, it could be. I wonder if it is just meant to be that some furnace golems... Well... No, there has to be a way to kill it. There has to be a way to kill it. We just have to figure it out. For now... Oh, there's a spirit spring. There's a spirit spring here. Almost missed the platform that I was supposed to ride. There's a spirit spring here. Just like with the other furnace golem. And he's jumping... What the fuck? How are they allowed to jump so high in the air? It makes no sense. There's something to be done with the spirit spring, isn't there? There's gotta be something that we use this spirit spring somehow. But it's like, how do I... Okay, I got it, guys. I get it. We hold on. We bait out the fire first of all. One step at a time here. We bait out the fire first of all. We'll give ourselves some protection here. Why did I didn't get the spirit spring. Apparently wasn't in the spirit spring. One more round of fire here that I need to kite around. And then we throw a hefty freezing pot. No! Fuck, that was terrible. What am I... You don't give me any time to do my memes. You give me no time to do my memes. I just want to throw a hefty freezing pot. Boom. Got him. Got him. Absolutely wrecked. He didn't know what hit him. Had no clue. Alright, gotta resummon Torrent here. There's something to be done. They're giving us, in both cases, both of these fire golems, furnace golems, have a platform nearby that somehow is supposed to... There's a spirit spring as well. And somehow this is supposed to level the playing field. I just don't quite get how yet. Doesn't quite make sense to me. So I gotta keep thinking it over. And I don't want to turn this episode yet into a hunting all the furnace golems. Furnace? I don't know why that's hard for me to say. Furnace golem. All y'all suck. That's all I know. Y'all suck. Along with converted fringe towers. Converted fringe towers are also the worst. No surprise that they have a furnace golem right next to another converted fringe tower. Let's at least go check it out, because this is the thing about, well, yeah. Never mind. I was going to say, you have to, in order to solve a puzzle, you have to have time to mull it over. That didn't work with converted fringe tower. Having all the time in the world didn't do anything. But admittedly, I was close. I was kind of sort of close on a number of occasions. If I had just done a couple things a little differently or at the same time, I would have been in an okay spot. Yo, are we actually... Okay, I don't know if I can get up to... I don't know if I can get up to this from here. It looks like it's a little bit out of reach. There are wolves here that may or may not be... Are you all alpha wolves? You might be guarding a particular path. Or you might be guarding a path that I need to... I need to be able to get past you all. But I also... Hold on. I'm overthinking this. I'm overthinking this. It's just wolves. They might all be alpha wolves. They might all be a little bit stronger, but just... I'm trying to think like, okay, I need to like get right up in the center and unleash Scarlet Aeonia on all of them. But I can't do that on horseback, so I have to like get up there at the right time and quickly dismount and go into Scarlet Aeonia. None of that was necessary. Just get up there and hit the dang guys. Now, at the same time, I don't think that this is a platform that allows me to get up to the... whatever this is. Tower, rise. It looks like it's out of reach. At least from this end. Is there a spirit spring over here that I didn't see? Or maybe just a... Never mind, you don't need a spirit spring. It was a much simpler, much easier to figure out than I was making it. There's even a spirit spring, though. Rabbith's Rise. Okay. Silly Rabbith. Tricks are for kids. So this one we can just walk into. If only they were all like this. This one has... This part is... Never mind. Not sealed off. Oh! We can actually open up another spirit spring. Okay. Alright, so there was already a spirit spring out there, and now there's another one. So cool. Not sure why we needed that yet, but I'm sure it will be apparent soon enough. I guess we are able to bring down this elevator. Please. Please. Oh. Oh. It doesn't work. It is an elevator. Well, at least it doesn't work that... No, I thought maybe I needed to pull the lever again to send it back up and then I get on. But okay, this is the puzzle. The puzzle here is that the elevator doesn't work. And so instead, you must use spirit springs. I can actually use torrent in here. So if there are spirit springs, there's at least one new spirit spring. Where did we activate that? Oh, unless this one wasn't active. Is that what happened? I don't remember the very first one of these new activatable spirit springs. I don't remember if it shows you the spawn point before you activate it. I saw this over here and I thought it was an active spirit spring, but maybe we needed to hit the pile of rocks first. I think we're going up to the top of the tower. Nope, never mind. Okay, I saw... I'll show you what I saw eventually here. But for now, we needed to ride a spirit spring to get up here. Wow. I am so glad that that was not a converted fringe tower. Because I didn't want to have... I got too many baffling mysteries. Or at least the baffling mystery at the moment is these furnace golems that cannot be... The reinforced golems that cannot be dealt with in the usual fashion. But let's read about our cannon. We have a cannon. Didn't we already pick up a cannon, though? Or is this just me remembering back to Bloodborne? Did we not pick up a cannon? Is it part of... It would be part of ranged weapons, wouldn't it? We did have a jar... Of course, a jar cannon. And now we have Rabbith's cannon. Type of jar cannon used to fire great bolts. I see. A masterwork of spell machinist Rabbith. The power of the glintstone that encircles... Wait, the power of the glintstones that encircle the barrel imbues bolts with magic damage and guides shots towards their target. Oh, it's like a homing effect. Sweet! And then, of course, you can kick them. Because of course. Oh, now it works, huh? So it works to take you down? Does it only work in one direction? No, wait, why does it work? Huh? Oh, I'm confused. I don't know why it works now. When it didn't work before, that don't make no sense. No, of course it makes sense because, you know, the puzzle, quote unquote, was to do the spirit spring thing first. Now the thing that I noticed, is that at the very, this tower is it not quite a bit taller than other towers? I don't think my telescope is going to work the way I want it to here. It's because it's a little bit out of... I need to back up. I need to get a little bit more distance. But there is... yeah, there's a balcony. There's a balcony right there. And it's right next to this plateau. So... let's put a marker here. Let's put a marker there and yeah, we'll put up the flag is on the balcony to remind us that we need to maybe, like, my first idea is, do they want us to like jump from this plateau over to this rise and there's like another secret room? I feel like that is definitely an extended. That tower has some length or height. Length. My mind for a second went back to Bonny Village. And stroking. Certainly looks like a different tower. Or an upgraded model in the height department compared to previous iterations. So... and maybe there's a part of that we can reach eventually. The Shadow Keep looks so cool with the shadow tree next to it and the rain falling. What a just amazing atmosphere. Okay, so like, there is part of me that still wants to survey whatever this building is. But ooh, it feels like we can actually... okay, Church District High Road. And what's the other one here? Bridge leading to the village. Bonny Village. And the whipping hut. I think I want to go in this direction. I want to get to the Shadow Keep. If I can. Although it looks like there might be two ways to go. There's this tunnel. Presumably a tunnel, but there also might be a way on top here. And that's actually... well, I don't know. This tunnel... let's actually check to the left first. Before we go in the tunnel. If it is in fact a tunnel. It's an opening into... something. But I first want to check up here. Because the other mystery is how to get down to this place. And seeing that tunnel makes me wonder if it leads down there. The verticality and the layering of these levels is so good. Just some regular old run-of-the-mill Elden Ring skeletons this time. They made sure to stick the DS1 skeletons as far down that stone coffin fissure as they could. Oh, hello. All right, it looks like we... Hold on, though. Wait. Hold that thought. There is a Roddy boy here. I'm sorry, a forager brood. Cookbook number 6 and 3 dew gems for the road. All right, thank you. We can now craft well-pickled turtleneck. Oh, that's a pretty good one. So the upgraded stamina regen item is now ours. And what does it take? What does it take to craft that well-pickled turtleneck? It takes scorpion liver. They need to buff the drop rate on scorpion liver. I'm sorry. It's too much of a hassle trying to, at least from what I've seen so far, there's just, it's just not, it doesn't drop, like, four-toed foulfoot, I feel, drops way more commonly than the scorpion liver from what I've seen so far, and it is a bit of a hassle. Suzzwall! We see this symbology again here that we've seen before. Mesmer and Merica, question mark? Maybe. It may not be Merica, though. But it feels like there's definitely two different symbols that are being portrayed. I thought it might at first be some sort of an opening doorway or passageway or something that could get us back into the Shadow Keep, but it looks like this is a dead end. Just the forager brood up here to be found, which is good. That's a fine enough discovery, but I definitely would love to find another way into the Shadow Keep, because I think there's got to be one. I feel pretty confident that there's going to be one. So, let's check down below. There are a lot of skeletons in this area. Are they trying to tell me that there's like a death bird or something to find here? Some grave glovewort and spirit gravestone. You all are a little bit fancier looking than the average skeletons. Do I take the time to bother with you? I think I will. You certainly don't seem stronger, though, than the average skeleton. All right. Only reason would be to get back some flasks if I needed. Whoa, what the fuck? Okay, that owl is kind of glitching out a little bit there. But that did kind of scare the shit out of me. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, they're doing the flying skeleton thing. The flying... What the fuck? They're doing this business. We haven't seen that in a very, very, very long time. And we've only seen it a couple times. Now being that, I think this only the second time that we've seen it. Wait, what is going on here? What the fuck was that? Hello? I thought that was just the owl that screamed at us, wasn't it? These guys are a little bit stronger, and they're doing this business as well. What the fuck? Enough of that. Enough of that. No more. No mas. Why did that owl scream at us so brazenly? How dare the owl? There's we've never heard a peep out of owls before, and all of a sudden this one's got that business for us. We got a grave scythe. Cool. Everyone, every last one of you here knows this trick and is so thrilled to. You just learned. You reached level 5. Level 5 skellies here, and they've learned hover rancor is they've all just learned it. They've added it to their spell book, and they just can't stop using it. Okay, let's head back down to the opening after we grab another spirit gravestone and another broken rune. But yeah, that's right, the path was around this way, I think, or was it over here more? It was this direction. I do also see the what I presume to be a larval tier over there, which we will check out at some point, but first things first. Torrent does get to go in here. Oh, wow. Okay. Half expecting a boulder to appear out of nowhere and just roll through this joint. Rhea Lucaria style. There could be a ton of sus walls, by the way. I'm not checking any of these at the moment because my laser focus is like Shadow Keep. Shadow Keep. Please tell me we're heading into the other side of... As I see Torrent's block. The block put on Torrent and the ability to enter into... Give me that title card. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Shadowkeep Church District. I see. Okay. This obviously now must be what was mentioned. I don't remember if it was a... I think it might have been an info. It might have been a piece of intel that we got from Sir Ansbach. The people of the keep have flooded the holy quarter that leads onward to the Shadow Tree, barring access. However, there is no route that leads there from this storehouse. He tried to warn us. He did try to warn us. Perhaps there is another way to reach the holy quarter from somewhere else in this keep, or from somewhere else in the world altogether. Okay, this is exciting. So let's rest. Activate use of summoning pool. And we'll rest, and I will also take a quick break, and then we will start checking out. I think we will start checking out. I'm going to think it over here, but most likely we'll be checking out the church district. Yeah, I was just having a moment's indecision, thinking about, you know, the explorer in me who gets a little bit anxious about stuff that has been passed by. But really, we didn't pass by that much along the way up here, did we? We already kind of explored Rabbit's Rise, and it's just like maybe there's more thorough, like pouring over every square inch of territory along the way. There's dealing with a furnace golem eventually. We got to mark this on the map. Ugh, what are we going to do about those guys? And then there is this rather major structure to be investigated, but otherwise... I am more than happy to. This was the mission that I wanted to accomplish. the main objective that I wanted to accomplish today was figuring out whether we could get into the Shadowkeep from another direction. Mission accomplished. And so let's press forward and see what we can find. I'm going to keep crafting these hefty freezing pots just because, well, maybe I will, maybe I won't. Because I was going to say, this is like the easier to craft pot out of all the hefty options that we have. But realistically, these are all pretty, I guess these all have pretty tough to find materials that go along with each of them. So the hefty pots are really, like I was throwing them into the furnace column there for fun. But realistically, they're kind of limited. You shouldn't be throwing out around the hefty pots too willy-nilly. Because maybe it's this hefty fire pot that's the easiest for us to come by. The black fireflies, maybe those respawn, and the red flesh mushrooms definitely respawn. So we could make some of those. They do scale with strength and whatnot, but it's still, you know, it's not critical to our build. I feel like in most instances, I don't even really, like, it doesn't occur to me to even throw a pot at an enemy unless it's like a sacred pot to get rid of some skeletons. But then we have Sacred Blade now to deal with them. So, you know, we'll see how it goes. We'll see exactly how hefty pots figure into our plans here. It looks like there is a shortcut elevator, though, that needs to be connected. Oh, wow. Okay, so the water, yeah, right. Let me just check this note one more time. The water level here, this area has been flooded. And who was it flooded by? The people of the keep. They've tried to bar access to the Shadow Tree. Access barred by... Would it have been Mesmer that would be trying to bar access? I guess the only way in, then, is to make a jump to this roof over here. To get our adventure started. And there are crabs. Little crabs, but, you know, where there's little crabs, it's only a matter of time before the big boys show up. Thin beast bones. Probably can make this jump. Just explore around here first. Strip of white flesh. I'm guessing I must be able to navigate on this driftwood, right? It looked a little flimsy at first glance, but now, otherwise, how would I make it over to that portion of things? I think the first... I could go in a couple different directions here, but I'm going to start in this direction. Don't like the sound of that. There is something under the wall. I'm ready for it to attack us, but at the same time, this is not exactly the best area on which to be fighting a boss. What does this make me think of? What is this reminding me of? We have had other... There's been a boss in one of the FromSoft games that was like this, right? That had a... There was like a circular ring around it. And it came out of the water. Am I thinking of a FromSoft game, or am I thinking of like World of Warcraft? I know there was definitely a raid boss in, I think, Burning Crusade that had your entire raid was arranged on a ring-like platform in the water, and the boss would come out of it, and it would throw various attacks at you, and you would have to move around the ring or perhaps jump in the water temporarily, and it was a pretty fun encounter. Is it Leviathan or something? I don't know if it's a snake or a Leviathan or can I even see it? Yo, can I actually see it? I wasn't expecting to be able to get a glimpse of it under the water, but I can kind of see something moving. But it's very difficult to make out. What the hell? What was that sound? Was it just trees being broken or something? Okay. We go to grab the legendary item, and that's when we're introduced to the Leviathan, correct? Great glove for it. But no sea monster. Me blocking with my little twin blade here, which would totally be super effective against a massive sea monster. I can see the remains of this church here next to us, right? The little mini steeples. It is the church district that we're in. But I don't think I can, there's no driftwood or anything to navigate over there, so... I'm guessing we're going to be able to drain the water eventually, right? If that elevator, if there is a shortcut elevator that's going to be connected there at some point, then we would have to drain the water, wouldn't we? Otherwise, that elevator's never going to actually be an elevator. Okay. So far, so good. We're jumping around on this flimsy little driftwood and hoping that a sea monster doesn't decide to just have us for lunch. Must not be, jarheads aren't exactly the most appetizing prey. Can I run on this outcropping here? And, yep. Okay. Okay. It's been a little while since we've run into this kind of an enemy. Have we seen them at all in the DLCs? Exploding. They were definitely in one of the prisons back in Cont'd, right? But they've been, the exploding, I think they were actually a pretty common fixture throughout Cont'd. Exploding zombie duders. These ones, though, are just... They blend in with the territory, so... Or are they actually just spawning out of nowhere? It's really hard to tell. It feels like they could be just materializing out of thin air. I need to focus a little bit more the next time one of them spawns and see. Because I'm not seeing any corpses anywhere at the moment. But I'm not sure if that's because they don't exist or I'm just not noticing them blending in with the territory. I do see... I see... I saw it a little better from this angle. I see some red shoulders. Yeah, I think I see one of the... I'm guessing a Fire Knight. But that mask is unfamiliar. Nope, you're... Are you just... It is a Fire Knight. The Fire Knights, as we've seen, are scripted. In most instances, they have a little scripted walking pattern that they follow, or a walking pattern, a route that they follow. depending on when you reach a certain point. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you are doomed to aggro them. Now, I say Fire Knight, but what is this mask that you have? No, you disappeared. No. They've never disappeared before. What the hell's up with that? Was that a shaman mask that they were wearing? What was up with that? That was not a very Fire Knight looking mask. That reminds me. That's the item that I actually want to be using, because I know how to farm. I do know now how to farm. I need to sort these by item type. I do know how to farm fire coils. Not fire coils, but embers of mesmer. And those are ones. Those are ones. Words are a little hard for me today. I think they're difficult for me on most days, but today is a day that even more than usual I am having just a little bit of trouble piecing words together. However, if I can find it here, somewhere in my inventory, there it is. I must have scrolled right past it. Fire coils are an item that we can make, I think, repeatedly, because, oh boy, hold on, hold that thought. Hold that thought. Where are you at? Where are you? Dang it, did I just completely miss the sea monster? Okay, I don't know if I missed it. I don't know if it actually came out of the water or if it's just stirring up a ruckus here. This is kind of fun. This, like, we've done, yeah, this is, it's reminding me a little bit of the, yeah, of course, we kind of did this in, Sekiro, right? The giant carp. Except the giant carp wasn't making, the giant carp kind of came out of nowhere the first time that I ran into it. It wasn't really, there wasn't any foreshadowing going on that we were going to be crossing paths. I think we might need to make a jump to one of these little Anor Londo slanted beams here. I think that is the only way to go. I thought at first there was a path over here perhaps, but maybe that's a walkable... This is... Oh, I can see there's like an elevator or something in there. We're supposed to make our way around to this path, but from over this direction. Oh man, the sheet or drape-like effect that's coming off of the Shadow Tree from this angle. Oh, so good. And these little particles, which I guess are just particles of shadow, slowly descending, falling off of the Shadow Tree. The shadow leaves tell a story of their own in the Shadow Realm. Okay, I gotta make a jump here. I've been putting it off. Is this the jump that I want to make? I think I don't have any other jumps that are closer. So this is the one. To finish that thought on the fire coils, I know now we can farm embers of mesmer from the dudes, the shadow guys in the storehouse. So there is a replenishable source of embers for us to restock our fire coils from. Show yourself. Show yourself, fiend, and we shall do battle. I know, you're gonna wait. You're gonna wait for the most opportune moment when I least expect it. The hell is that? It's a bat. It's a bat. Okay, am I falling through the roof just yet? What else? What else is there to find here before we fall and do some... The Anor... I am forever reminded of Anor Londo. Everything always comes back to DS1, but I'm forever reminded of Anor Londo anytime I see these slanted archways And it wouldn't shock me in the least if there were just some archer that were gonna pop out of nowhere with a giant-ass great bow hunting us down. I don't think there's some sort of lever over here. Speaking of going back to DS1, I just realized if we're going to be draining the water, we've done that before. In New Londo, of all places. Huh. New Londo Ruins. That's a very New Londo Ruins gear lever. So that perhaps is our ultimate objective. Drain this church district using that. Okay. AKA new Anor Londo. There's a door down there. This is so much fun. I love it. This is kind of giving me vibes of the of deep. What was it? I can't just walk without jumping. I have to do a little jump there. What was the place in DS3? What was that place? I've got like the name Deep Root Depths stuck in my head. That's something from this game. What was it called? The Deep? Cathedral of the Deep? Yeah, Cathedral of the Deep. That's what these are reminding me of. I do really enjoy the layout of this area so far, though. So far, because we haven't yet run into whatever the new gnarly, crazy ass enemy that's gonna haunt my nightmares. We haven't yet come across that enemy. Some lightning-proof pickled liver. Oh, you have glowy eyes. Give me your bonus runes. Bonus crab runes. Gimme, gimme. Get to that door in a moment. Some Cathedral of the Deep. They're not called shelves. Oh, there's, speaking of the Fire Knights. They're not shelves. Dueling fire quails. You don't know how to dodge fire coils, do you? But you don't need to dodge fire coils because you don't need to dodge them because you have innate resistance to them. Oops. Oh, there's a passageway here. Okay. Rune of an unsung hero? Kind of looks like the Newman's runes. Anything new on this pickled liver? Looks like no. But the rune of an unsung hero, 50k runes. The great heroes of the war were richly blessed by the grace of the Erdtree, but were not honored in death. Is that the same as what we... Haven't we read this before? It's like kind of similar to the Heroes Runes text, but a little bit different. We're not honored in death. So now that I'm seeing how this is, I'm guessing that this door opens from the other side. Oh, we used the prayer room key. Okay, I have to remember, where did we get this prayer room key from? prayer room key. Opens prayer room door in the house of worship. Shit. I do not remember where we got this. But I think it was somewhere in the Shadow Keep. Feel free. This is one of those instances where... Feel free in the comments to remind me of from where I got the...
Queen Marika, mother to us all, favor me with thy grace. I have met many who would threaten or distress thee, and quelled each and all. And I hereby swear to never cease. So please, grant me thy grace. Leave me with my solitary light.
That haircut looks a lot like Queeline. That face looks a lot like Queeline. And of course the Fire Knight armor. Did we get the prayer room key from Queeline?
Queen Marika, I implore thee, bestow thy grace. Take not from me my solitary light.
Oh my god, we can use the Iris of Grace here? I need to remind myself. I think we just... No, I'm thinking of a different... Okay, hold on. Cat Laser Brain. Let's focus in here. This is not... This is Leda's rune. This is not the Iris of Grace. The Iris of Grace is a key item. I probably scrolled just right past it. I think I definitely scrolled past it. Hold on. Hold on. Slow down. You'll find it here. It's in your inventory. It's not this Mending Rune of Perfect Order. It's... Is it not a key item? Is it actually a consumable? It is. Place on the eye of another to grant them the light of grace as a fleeting blessing. We could theoretically use this to receive the blessing of an equipped great rune, which I forgot to switch. I was going to switch the rune, my great rune. I don't think I want to use the Melania one anymore. But Cat Laser Brain once again. Iris of Grace. It's not a key item, so it feels like potentially we could also give this to somebody else. But I'm gonna kind of just roll with my default behavior in these instances and just go with the flow. If the game prompts you to give an item to somebody, I think let's go ahead and do it.
Take not from me my solitary
even even if this is Queeline, who's kind of been a jerk to us before and has been trying to... Let me actually pull up Queeline's dialogue here real quick. Checking my notes to get his dialogue. Yeah, so he's been saying, those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Mesmer's flame. All ye spurned by grace, kneel evermore before the flame of Mesmer. Those stripped of the grace of gold. Which is, I think, also supposed to be the guidance of grace that was previously not... we didn't have these rays of light from particular sites of grace that point us to the main objective, I guess. Those weren't available, those were not present until we defeated Mesmer. And yet, Mesmer and his Fire Knights, like Queeline, have this repeating dialogue, or they keep going back to this theme of those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death. The presence of Mesmer seemed to be responsible for us not having that guidance of grace. But maybe the guidance of grace and the grace of gold is not exactly the same thing. I'm just trying to think through some details on what's going on here. Let's go ahead and say yes. Let's see what happens.
Take not from me my...
Queen Marika, take not from me my solitary light. So Queen Marika somehow through Mesmer has been taking, similar to how she took the light from and the grace from Godfrey and the Tarnished. I think. I'm uncertain about exactly. I feel like there's some things that we're piecing together here, but also still a lot of clarity that needs to be added to things. But let's use this Iris of Grace. Enough debating over this. Oh, we have a whole... What? What the hell? What was that? Excuse me? I thought I was like, oh, there's this whole, like, we do, like, this RP walk and then bestow you with the Iris of Grace. Did it work? We still have it. What? That must have bugged out. Let's try this again here. Hold on. It just bugged out for some reason.
Queen Marika, dearest mother, I shall silence all who would trespass upon thy peace, as decreed by the grace of gold. No soul shall thy sanctity imperil.
And we get the ashes for Fire Knight Queeline. No soul shall your sanctity imperil. What is going on? Oh, he's one of these that attacks immediately after being summoned. Is that a commonality with those? There's a handful of summons that have red eyes. Will attack without pause immediately after being summoned. Bloodhound Knight Flow. Redmane Knight Oga. Will attack immediately after being summoned. I think that is a common theme. Now, where is... There's... Oh, the Fire Knight is right next to the Bloodhound Knight. Spirit of a Knight granted relief by the Iris of Grace. Wields a spear-like greatsword that impales foes upon fire, keeping the taint of impurity away from fair Mother Marika. Aw. That grace was his salvation, though it was but a fleeting blessing. And having been saved, all that was left to him was to wage war. Damn. Okay. I was going to have a little bit of fun with the Mimic tier, which I did upgrade to a +9 as well. I've kind of steered clear of this Mimic tier, unintentional rhyme, because I started to, whether it was people in the comments or friends of mine who also were mentioning the Mimic tier as their preferred summon, it felt like there were enough people that were saying, oh yeah, I would just use the Mimic tier. Oh yeah, I would just use the Mimic tier. I got the impression that the Mimic tier was perhaps one of the more OP summons, and so not wanting, having already committed enough blasphemy and relied on OP stuff like Blasphemous Blade too much, I've been steering clear of the Mimic. Why do I say... I have been avoiding this summon just to, you know, not make our character too overpowered. But I was going to have a little fun with it today, maybe, to have double roly-poly Jarhead boys. But now we have a Fire Knight Queeline, which is not upgraded yet. We'll have to do that as soon as we get to a Side of Grace. But the Fire Knight is now on our side. All right, dorky haircut Fire Knight boy is no longer going to be causing us trouble, I suppose. So yes, what a great pickup. I'm so I'm so overjoyed by that. I'm still just trying to make sense of exactly what is going on with Marika and Mesmer and the the stripping of the grace of gold from various peoples. What did they do to deserve that stripping of the grace of gold? And was it America? Was it Mesmer? I mean, I think it was pretty clearly them. Like, they both seem to have the ability to, whatever the grace of gold may be, they have the ability to strip it. I could have gotten a backstab. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. They do seem to be a bit weaker compared to the normal Fire Knights. But maybe we're just getting stronger. More of this emblem showing off. Mesmer plus America, question mark? Did I want to try? Okay, so there's, we're getting diverging paths here. This looks like it might lead to the lever. Oh no, wait a second. This leads to the elevator. There's, okay, there were two, there was another path back over here that might lead to the lever that lowers the water, potentially. And then we had this item. Okay, there's a few different, I don't know if am I supposed to jump to this item now? I wasn't sure at first. Man. I mean, yes. Oh, this is a America statue, isn't it? It's a headless America statue, which means that might be a Shadow Tree fragment. I'm a little worried that that's not actually a jumpable platform. So I want to go ride a elevator first, because this might connect me to somewhere I've been. Potentially. Because it is going up. And that might... It may connect us back to the storehouse. I'm hoping. I'm hoping that it does. I'm not faithfully enough checking all sides of this elevator ride for secrets. This is... Okay, this is taking a while. This is an elevator ride. And that's the storehouse. Yes. Yes! I'm on the other side. I'm on the other side. The other side that I couldn't get to before. Now I'm over here and you're over there. How does it feel? How does it feel? I'm on this side and I'm looking so sexy with my roly-poly jarhead outfit. Feels great, baby. Feels fucking amazing. Okay, and there's a side of grace. Oh, baby, what a day. I didn't even know they were gonna give us a side of grace. This is just amazing. Do I, okay, let's activate the use of summoning pool as well. Oh, the lighting over here looks amazing. Why is this so blue, though? What's going on with that? I'm good on flasks. What's up with that? Let's drink, and give ourselves trickle heal. And see. I'm guessing that this Fire Knight is not gonna let us sneak up on it. This is like an ambush, tailor-made, waiting to happen. Like, I've been here before. I know how this is gonna go. There's a oh, this is the ladder. This is the ladder. Holy shit. It's the ladder. We're on this level. We're on this level. This is amazing. Okay, hold on. You did give us a backstab. You generous. You wonderfully generous and soon to be dead bastard. Gear? Yes! Fire Knight armor, baby! Let's go. And a carrion. Whoa, another thrusting shield? What the? Okay, now we're cooking, boys. Let's do this. Fire Knight armor. Oh my god, look at that cape. Look at that cape, it's so good. Holy shit. Okay, now we need... Okay, I love the turtle. The turtle shell is fun, but we gotta switch it back up to a little bit more... Something a little more... Oh yeah, there we go. Perfect. And pay no attention to the trickle shield clipping through the jar head. This is perfection. Absolute perfection, baby. Let's go. We're in. We are into the other portion of the storehouse that was befuddling me. How the heck were we supposed to get over to this other part of the storehouse? Oh, wait, there's a whole nother part of the world. Just keep exploring. How the hell are we ever going to get up to the Moonlight Altar? Oh, wait. You got to make it through an entire freaking lake of rot? And then take on this crazy-ass creature from the void? And that's how you get to that other part of... Oh, there's a Fire Knight here. Oops. Not me. Oh, it's this guy. Oh, yes, it's you. Forever. No. Probably shouldn't have thrown you off the ledge, actually, because that's a missed chance at getting more Fire Knight armor. That was a mistake. Misplay. Misplay. Time to restart the playthrough. Not only did we make it into the other side of the storehouse, but we got the freaking Fire Knight armor. I'm so happy right now. What would make me even happier is if I could possibly get even more armor. This one's gonna be just smithing stones because it's not an extra purple glow. And fire coils, there you go. If you don't just get the embers of Mesmer from these guys directly, then you get just fire coils themselves. What am I? Oh, that. I really like this twin blade. I'm having. It's one of the most fun weapons that I've had throughout the entire playthrough. That one little shortcoming is for some reason, that running strong attack does clip into those any obstacles that are just to my left. Walls, bookshelves, or I guess these are more like tablet shelves. Any of that stuff will impede that amazing running strong attack. Ooh, a new spell. And it is an incantation. Fire Serpent. Launches a flame with a serpentine coil. I'm gonna pretend that that's not somebody trying to throw rocks at me. Incantation of the Fire Knights under Mesmer the Impaler's personal command. Charging also enhances potency. When the flame they received from Mesmer would not find purchase within them, the Fire Knights relied on fire incantations to honor their bond. I want to try it. Now, okay, so is that it? Is that it? There's more though, right? There's like, I don't know, maybe there's not more. No, there is more, of course, because there is at least one elevator here that we have not ridden yet, and I feel like I might have seen another elevator somewhere. How do we get to that elevator? I feel like there's... Dude, like, yeah, there's like ladders and all sorts of stuff in the rafters. I see a bat flying around up there. There's clearly more to this. Is it possible that we would access even more of the storehouse from some other location? Because now it is feeling like, unless I've missed a very obvious lever, it's feeling like that we just explored it all. We climbed up this ladder. We went through the bookshelf that the ladder goes through. And we... And we what? I guess I gotta go back down the ladder to be sure there's nothing more there. But yeah, I was thinking that we would probably access a lever that would once again turn this centerpiece with all of its various outcroppings, and that would give us access to some new path. But now I'm not so sure, because I think this is the end of the road for the moment. This is it. Okay, let's go back down the ladder then. No, wait a second. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, I just remembered. Of course, we saw there was an elevator on the outside that we saw after the Mesmer encounter. Let's try to, this time, not get panicked by any bats falling on us. Panicked into just rolling off. Spastically rolling off of ledges. Let's not do that. I'm gonna try my best. To make sure that doesn't happen. Blessed Bone Shard. And another Side of Grace, and there's our elevator. Okay. Sweet, 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 sweet. Use the summoning pool. Was there anything else that I forgot to read? Oh, yeah. Let's see if... I did not specifically check the Fire Knight armor. I just threw it on. Was there anything different here? I feel like that's the same as before. The Carrion thrusting shield enables the wielder to attack and guard simultaneously, once wielded by Rilana, the Twin Moon Knight, during her sole entry into ritual combat. A demonstration of fidelity to the Erdtree. Her sole entry into ritual combat. So, oh, shit. I hadn't considered the possibility that maybe... I forgot about this whole business with Rilana being in league with... It's her boss soul that we want to check. Her whole... The idea that she disavowed her birthright and chose to stand at Mesmer's side instead. Before long, she became known as the Sword of Mesmer. Is it possibly her that is part of the... this symbol that we see on the... Well, can't see it from here. But the symbol that we see next to Mesmer, could it actually be Rilana and not Marika? Hadn't considered that possibility. Okay, we did see... There is an elevator somewhere on the outside of this keep, but I don't think I can access it from here. It looks like this... We're on the wrong side, so we need to go... We need to make our way through the storehouse, I think, to get to that. There's still more to navigate here. So, I am going to take... We're going to sit. And we're going to take just a moment and redo our spells. We're going to throw in this new spell that we just picked up. The Fire Serpent. Let's play around with that. And We'll also just make a quick trip back to the hold to upgrade. I should be well stocked enough on upgrade materials where we can just quickly put Mr. Queeline +9.
I see.
That's what you call an intentional rhyme. And there we go. I still only have 4 of the great Ghost Glove words, so I think I'm a little bit justified in taking my time to properly weigh my options and not spend any of those 4 without careful consideration. But back we go to the specimen storehouse. And we should be going up, I would imagine. This definitely could have... There could be a couple places to... Was that a... Ah, that was an elevator that passed... Okay, it's like the dual... The partner elevator that goes down when this one goes up. I think that's what I saw happening there. Did it... let me... Hold on. I'm in combat. With a bat. From somewhere. There you are. Oh. Whoa. Okay. I don't know that I've ever had that happen to me before. I'm sitting here trying to use my fire serpent attack, and I'm just getting bitten to death. Okay, the fire serpent is similar to... Okay, Jesus Christ. Vampire strikes. I did not know you all were capable of that, but of course you are bats. So, should I be that surprised? My fire serpent, though... Charging does enhance potency. So it takes a little while to wind up and hone in on its target. Doesn't kill you in one shot. Boo. Boo. I could kill you in one shot if I do. If I do that, I bet you I can. I bet you I could by using my Fire Scorpion Charm. Okay, so I see you. Let's test this out. Charged Fire Serpent, go. Boom. So. Now, so much like the... Oh, there's an ladder here. Almost called it an elevator. No, the range! Oh, no, it doesn't one-shot. Fuck. Oh, I did get it off. I didn't think I got the Fire Serpent off. Okay. You know, it also is pretty cheap. Similar to the Golden Arcs. It's cheap. It doesn't cost too much. So you're only really... But man, the range. That is so sad. So depressing. When your cool new fire spell can't even reach the... Like, you're so close. You're so freaking close. How? There we go. Alright. Okay, alright. Not over the moon about this new spell just yet, but we'll keep giving it a shot here. Only one way to go, though. I think. Up the elevator, as I keep calling them, endlessly throughout all of these games. My constant... Ooh, there's that question mark America symbol. Or is it actually Rolana? It doesn't feel like a Rolana symbol. Doesn't really fit. Doesn't really feel like a twin moon sort of symbol. Ah, there's a Fire Knight over there next to that next elevator. Yay. Fire, it does, is supposed to be more effective against beasts, though, right? So I guess we'll prefer that over golden arches. Definitely research hall vibes, minus the rats. Bats instead of rats. I guess we fall down to get that item that's on the gear, and then we climb right back up. Oh, there's 2 sets of ladders. Oh, I think, okay, we must have started here. Definitely not completely turned around. I'm not exactly sure where we started or where we're going to be. No, here it is. Yeah, there's the elevator is right below us. There's nothing on top of the elevator, is there? So, okay, so we're falling down to this platform. Wrath from afar. Fires a golden shockwave that knocks back foes. You can fire off your Wrath of Gold. Costs 18 FP. I'm sensing a theme so far. These spells that we're getting are almost all very, very cheap. Which means they do come with probably the drawback of not dealing so much damage, but this has a knockback effect to it. Similar to Wrath of Gold, but this is much, much cheaper than Wrath of Gold and can be fired from a distance. You can also charge to increase the size of the shockwave. We'll see how long of a distance there is, how much of a range we've got. When the Elden Ring was shattered, the people of the realm of Shadow felt it too, and feared it as a sign of the Erdtree's wrath. So these realms are definitely connected. The Shadow Realm is definitely connected enough to the realm of the Erdtree that when the Erdtree was shattered, they felt it in this realm as well. That's kind of wild to think about. Okay, hold on a second. There's a ladder. How many different ladders are there? Hold the phone. I'm getting so... there is a ladder over on... That's where we started. I get it now. Okay, so you fall down to this gear, and now you're on a new section of the level. This is... oh my god. The just... frankly, brilliant level design. So fucking cool. Oh, now that item up there. Oh, now we're by the Fire Knight. Holy shit. We're already here. This could be a little dicey. I'm gonna drink my... I'm gonna drink. I'm gonna give myself protection of the Erdtree. He's got that spell. What the fuck? Oh my god, I was like convinced I was going to be rolling myself off the ledge about 5 different times there. But I stuck with the strong attacks and trusted that we were going to interrupt. Because the strong attacks on the Sacred Blade do just that. Okay, but yeah, did my heart almost stop 15 different times? Of course it did, because we're playing Elden Ring. Damn it. There's a section down below here to explore. Oh. Oh, it leads outside. Perhaps that is going to lead us to our... Oh, I need to connect this elevator first. This is a shortcut elevator. Hold on. Before we head forward. This is a shortcut elevator that I must not ignore. I just realized I was thinking this elevator was going to just go up. But now I see it's connected to an elevator that's below, which means it's going down. And almost certainly connecting us to somewhere we've been. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe this is a brand new place. This might actually be a brand new spot that we have not previously been to. Waiting for an ambush here. Okay. Surprising amount of not ambushes. I'll take it, though. I do be taking it. And I also do be taking another rune of an unsung hero. This is so great. Frames, please. This is awesome, though, that we are getting through the rest of the storehouse here. Now, the other thing I have to figure out is... Oh, I know how we do it. I know how we do it. I think I understand. I think I get it. We want to get to this item up here, and I think the way we do it is by... we do this first of all. Step 1, do that. Step 2, do this. Step 3. Holy shit. I was going to say step 3, profit, but oh my god. That was monka as hell. Holy shit. Oh, another summon. Fire Knight Hilda? Hilda? Hildy? I think it's Hilda. Fire Knight Hilda. Spirit who belong to the Fire Knights, an order which answers directly to Mesmer. Hilda swings a slender greatsword and casts fire incantations. Hilda was a dear friend of Salza the Sage and joined those who urged that the specimens be preserved. Hilda's ashes were enshrined as a charm to protect the storehouse. Did we just looted that charm, perhaps? And now the storehouse is no longer protected? Oh my god. Oh, the fuck? I guess we just kind of managed to... we were sliding around with the slanted roof of the elevator there that just felt very, very awkward for a brief moment. But yeah, we have another set of ashes now to try out. We'll swap that in here to the spot with the soul jars. Fire Knight goodness. Okay, I took my break, and apparently that respawned the bat up here. I have somehow that bat had, I thought, was on the lower portion of this, or was down next to that item, but I guess patrolled off of this, was originally patrolling this ledge up here. So okay, the oddities of stopping and starting the game again. There we go. There we go. I knew one sequence of those, one set of those fire serpents would do the trick. Okay, that bat is not alive. It's just There's a bit of a breeze or a bit of a draft in here. That's all. That's all. It looks like it's affecting not just one of the bats. It's many of the bats that are. We're learning the intricacies of bat ragdolling here. This is good. Okay. Somber smithing stone 8, and I keep mistaking. I think these are actually supposed to be curled up bats that are depicted. These parts of the architecture that I keep thinking, oh, I need to target and fire away. But they are just part of the building. Part of the environment. Have we gotten everything that there is to get up here? I think this is, we're now ready to move forward. But let me just take one more look around before we do so. I think that's it though. I am loving this. Oh, I'm just now noticing the schwanky Fire Knight cape actually has that same emblem. Mesmer and Marika. Sitting in a ring. Never mind. Let's not go there. Let's not go there. We've had far too much non-PG rated material as a part of today's episode. Let's just pretend that I didn't start to go down that road. Okay. This is really just a phenomenal level. The Storehouse, I don't know if it's my favorite. Like, I can't say it's my favorite in the entire game, but it might be my favorite in the DLC so far. It's also, of course, connected to the Shadow Keep, which has Mesmer, which is just such a badass fight. I will go ahead and fill up on FP. Here's the elevator. There's the elevator. Oh, it's going down. No, of course it's going down. Why would it be going up? It's going down to this opening that leads to this business? This game is so fucking gorgeous. I'm out of superlatives. I need to buff up my superlative dictionary or thesaurus to come up with a spectacular. All the words that can be used to describe this scene. Breathtaking, jaw-dropping, awe-inspiring. Okay, let's ride. The elevator. Is this actually going to take us all the way? I was going to say, if this takes us all the way to the bottom of the Shadow Keep, holy shit, that would be crazy. I don't know that that would be a very structurally sound elevator. Now, we may not be... Actually, I don't know where we're headed. Let's just go. Let's just keep pressing forward. Oh! Oh, this is the set of doors. Wait, can I not open it? Hello? Oh. So, I feel like this is the other... This is the set of doors that we saw several times in the Storehouse. It's like the third floor of the Storehouse. That, felt like it was going to open from the other side, but I guess not. We do have an elevator, though, to continue our descent. Getting a little bit of chills here. Oh, man, there could be so many secrets on this one. There could be so many little windows or openings that would lead to a secret. Oh my gosh, the music. The shift in the music back to, I guess, the Shadow Altus theme. Aha, there's a side room here, and there is a... I thought it was a summon at first, but now I think it's a message. It is a message. There's another... There's still that whole section. There's still this whole church district still to be fully explored. We've only just begun there. But this game just keeps taking you in, you know... You ride the wave of exploration as it just moves you in whatever direction. And it took us back in the direction of the storehouse, so I rode that wave. And here we are. Have mercy for the spirited away shamans. The spirited away shamans. Huh? It's another mention of shamans, but I don't understand the spirited away part. Shadow view. Oh my god, there's a boss fight. Commander Gaius. We can summon Torrent. What the fuck is this guy riding? What the fuck? Whoa, what the hell? Holy shit. And you have gravity magic. Is the dude riding a boar? Torrent is not fast enough, but apparently I'm also too short. Torrent is... Oh my god. It's not a Torrent fight, I don't think. Oh my god, dude just fucking ran over me. Julius Maximus Gaius over here, riding his frickin' whole hog boar. What the fuck? I was not really trying to get thrown into a boss fight, but here we are. Here we are. Boss fight time it is. Okay. I should have activated my useless summoning pool. That would have done the trick. Okay. There's no Shadowrun blessing to get here. We're gonna do the Twiggy tier. I want my runes, man. That's not nothing. There's some runes there that need to be collected. So, not counting this one as an attempt. We're just on a rune reconnaissance mission here. Well, maybe we'll count it as an attempt. I'm not sure yet. Not sure yet. Did I actually... Wait, did I equip my Twiggy tier? Yes, I did. This guy is so fast, though. We have so little... Yeah. Okay. But, like, I want it to be a horse v horse fight. No, I'm supposed to be dying. I'm supposed to be dying. We're taking a death here. We're taking the L. We're just accepting. Oh my god, he's pulling out. There we go. Cool. Good. Okay, Twiggy tier, I think, did its job. Commander Gaius. Holy shit. I want to... The horse style of combat, fighting horse v horse, or mount v mount, is something that I want to embrace and I want to have a lot of fun with, but it comes with some very significant drawbacks. One of those being that you can't block, and you can't roll. You can't get those iframes that you would normally. And that right there, I was, you know, when we did that first attempt, I was definitely, we're just gonna go back to the hold real quick. I was sprinting. I was trying to move with Torrent, and that guy is just so much faster than Torrent. And so, like, the whole point of being on horseback and trying to use speediness and maneuverability to outsmart the boss you don't really have that as an advantage as you might like to. So it's kind of a downer. All right, we're going to use one of these runes of an unsung hero. And I think we need to also use... We need to use several of these. We need to get to at least 300k. I didn't count exactly how much. Oh, I guess we can use one of these as well. Now let's be a little more accurate about this. Hold on a second. Quick maths. Okay, just enough runes have been unlocked to get us another level here. And then I guess we want to think a little bit about what... I didn't really get any... Let's not worry about fine-tuning our build just yet. Let's get some reps on the boss. Let's actually figure out what we're going to do against this guy. First, I will take a moment to change my Great Rune just in case we decide to equip a Rune Arc at some point. I admittedly had completely forgot that Morgoth's Great Rune greatly raises maximum HP. With that said, now that we are at the soft cap for Vigor, I think we will go back to the Radahn's Great Rune and get that across the board buff to everything. If we decide to do that shit. Spells though, we might need some physical damage protection here to help us at the start. That might be a good idea. Just to throw that on and then see where we go from there. Let's get back into the fight. Get back into the Shadow Keep back gate. There it is. Commander Gaius with a frickin' the armored boar. What other game was... What am I thinking of? Like, I've seen the armored boar... Oh, it was in Dark Souls 1. It always comes back to Dark Souls 1. Of course. Of course it was freaking Dark Souls 1. One of the first big scary enemies that you just face that's not a boss is the freaking... Oh my god, it's... Why is everything always coming back to Dark Souls 1? Seriously, that hitbox persists for that long? Nope, there was a backswing. And there's a back kick. Fortunately, it's boar legs. Oh my god, fuck! Okay. All right. I'm seeing a little bit. I just realized I have 69 runes. I am seeing a little bit of what's going to make this challenging. The fact that you dodge the one big wind-up attack from the mounted rider, but then all of a sudden on its heels, directly on its heels, is the... Directly on its heels is... a follow-up attack from the boar, headbutting you. So that's something to look forward to. Something to look forward to is learning those wonderful patterns. Thought I might be able to time that. The gravity attacks, though, suggest that this guy is a red main. I just realized. Damn it! Damn it! No! Fuck! What is that wild fucking red main bullshit? You have to. You're not allowed to just keep attacking. That's always against the rules in Dark Souls. You're not allowed to have like a 10 attacks in a row combination. It's just not allowed, sir. It's not allowed. I don't get to do it. You shouldn't get to do it. What the hell? Not allowed. There aren't any summons here that I'm missing, are there? Are there summons that are nearby that I should be thinking about? What about if I do Scarlet Ionia from this far away? It doesn't, we don't get enough ticks of it to actually infect him. Shit. Too early. Oh, okay, all right. You got some of that shit? Sure, I forgot to drink up a flask of wonder. What the? No, what the? Bro, what the hell is that move? Okay, all right, bro. This is you know, like banned from the Geneva Conventions type. You know, gravity on a boar is not. No. Gravity levitational burrow drill attacks are not legal. Bro, I'm trying to drink my flask. Stop. Just fuck me. God. Oh, man. Oh, I forgot to take my Twiggy Tear out. Well, I be done seen about everything when I see a magic gravity boar fly. What the fuck? This freaking video game, dude. We need to figure out how to hit this guy, though. This is the, I mean, it's not rocket science figuring out how to hit him. You just kind of actually have to do it. I do love this Scarlet Ionia. Scarlet Ionia is bailing us out, helping us out in so many ways, but we need to be a little bit more judicious about when we use it. Yeah, there was supposed to be a roll there. As soon as I did it, I realized I made a mistake. As soon as I did it. We got it. Okay. That delay, though. That is the doozy of a combo that if I were being like an ultra, like I'm kind of a tryhard as it is. But if I were really trying to like go super duper tryhard, I would stop the recording right this second and I would watch back that footage. And I would just watch it over and over and over. And I would be like, okay, now I see the entirety of your, I know the delay on each one of those parts, all 7 or 8 parts of that combination, the little bit of delay and timing that goes with each one of them. That's what I would do if I were being a super tryhard. But I'm not gonna do that because I'm having too much fun right now. Just playing the game. Even if it is, even if I am determined to get myself killed by infecting you with Scarlet Aeonia. Scarlet Aeonia? Scarlet Rot! No, it is called Scarlet Aeonia. It is called Scarlet Aeonia. Here it comes. Here it comes. Too soon, too soon. Why are you so delayed? Why must that last swing be so delayed? I was like, okay, I can do this. I can get out and I can get a double chug, and I think we should finish this. I do think we are able to finish this. We just gotta put all the pieces together. Get it all synced up. Get it all working in concert. This dude's really, I gotta commend him. He has been studying. He has really been putting into practice. He's been putting into practice the, those gravity techniques. He has really studied the shit out of the gravity techniques. This is not a smart move, doing this on like half health. But I somehow got away with it. I don't know. I don't know how. What? I'm supposed to be two-handing my fucking twin blade. That move feels unavoidable. I don't know how to dodge that. I should drink. I really should drink. Have an indecision. Forgot to drink my Class Wonders Physic. Because I'm super smart. Thought I could run around him in time. There was a roll in there. Totally the first time I've ever said that during this playthrough. But there was a roll there. I 100% promise you that that circle button It was pressed. Probably wasn't spammed. That was my problem, as it always is. Not spamming the goddamn... Spamming the frickin' button. You gotta spam that shit. You know, that is not the worst move there. Just barricade shield that shit. Maybe that's what I should be doing. Just barricade shield it. Because rolling doesn't seem to do the trick. If the roll actually does get deployed, you really seriously got to roll through that hitbox. You gotta seriously roll through it. Shit, dude! What the fuck is going on right now? So fucking pissed that I can't dodge this attack. Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. Fuck. God fucking damn it. God, I'm getting so pissed right now. I'm about to lose my shit. Okay, I'm in a bad cycle right now. I'm in a bad cycle. And I don't know how to get out of it. Oh. Oh, it keeps happening. It's a repeat. Fuck me. What the fuck is happening right now? No! Out of flasks. I was thinking of teching to 13.1. Maybe if I'd have done it. fuck you, wherever your corpse is supposed to be vanishing wild purple fucking gravity fucking out of my game. You goddamn motherfucker. Guys, this DLC is probably going to be the end of me. It's probably going to be where I just lose it all. It's this experience. Holy shit. What the fuck? Remembrance of the Wild Boar Rider. Actually, it's a boss soul. Boss. Remembrance boss down. Fucking A. Commander Gaius. Both, I guess both him and the boar is what we're talking about. Both were as elder brothers to the lion, and both were cursed from birth. In spite of, or perhaps because of this very reason, Gaius was both Mesmer's friend and the leader of his men. Huh. His armor is, I'll be, you know, you get caught up in the fight, but the armor was super cool. It was kind of like this Dragon Slayer armor mixed with Havel, kind of. I'm gonna have to take a closer look when I go to edit the footage. But holy fucking shit. Shadow view. It was so rude though that they threw us directly. I'm coming out here to take this, you know, nice view. It's the name of the place is Shadow View. Just walking in to just, you know, admire the scenery, and then we're thrown into this freaking nightmare of a boss. It was really just the bullshit hitbox, honestly. The bullshit. I finally figured out, I think I finally kind of figured out that the key was to roll to the right as he was making that charge. I was trying to like roll directly through the hitbox, which was my idea of this is how I'll get past him as soon as possible. Just take the shortest distance between 2 points, which is a straight line. But doing that was obviously getting me in so much trouble. By the way, the barricade shield. Can't do it here in the hold, but barricade shield. Holy shit. That's a fucking fantastic little shield skill to have there. My goodness. The boosting. What am I doing here? I don't want to be boosting stuff. I was gonna say the shield, the guard boost that you get, the enhanced ability to guard from your barricade shield. I was thinking of that, and it took me directly to our smithing master, when in fact I wanted to go check out the remembrance options. We now have access to the sword lance, a heavy thrusting sword. Is that new? Have we had a heavy thrusting sword before? Probably. Weapon, that looks so cool. Combination of greatsword and lance. Weighty and capable of being brought to bear with great force, this armament shows its true potential when used astride a mount. Gaius himself was never without his boar. Spinning gravity thrust, gravity skill honed by the disciples of an alabaster lord, uses gravitational power to hang in the air before rotating the body and charging forward. So it could be that he was not actually a red mage. I just assumed that there was a connection there to Radahn. But nothing in these descriptions has actually suggested that he was... Well, I guess it says in the boss soul, it says that they were elder brothers to the lion. I was thinking that the lion in this case was Radahn. He was known as the lion of the battlefield, right? The red lion. The lion of the battlefield, I think, actually was... Might have been Horlo. Might need to do some review on that. But Elder Brothers to the Lion. So that's really cool. It does it is an Ash of War that we could customize. So this could be an option that we just get and you put, like, you know, Sacred Blade on it if you want or something. Because we can wield it. There is also Blades of Stone, 48 intelligence. Gravity Manipulating Sorcery of Commander Gaius. Gaius and Radon were good rivals in their youth. And this sorcery is a product of their friendly competition. A good rivals. So they may not have necessarily served together. But if they did, it seems like Radon would have served under Gaius. But maybe it was more of a brother relationship. There was no one serving the other. Don't know for sure. But what I do know for sure is that this is where we will wrap up this installment of Elden Ring. Thank you so much for hanging out with me to the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, please consider doing that YouTube thing, hitting all those buttons below. It definitely helps to share it with people like you who would also get a kick out of it. Just as much as this fucking DLC is kicking my behind. My God. We had, it's, you know, the boss process. Going in and starting to feel your oats a little bit on those first couple attempts and feeling like, okay, this is not too bad. We can get this guy down pretty quick. And then you start to wear down a little bit. A little bit of frustration sets in. That joyful, enthusiastic attitude and hilariously being exposed to a new set of boss moves, especially one that's as crazy as that and almost every other boss in this video game. And then this realization slowly sets in that, oh, fuck me, this thing is... I hate it. I hate that it's killing me over and over and over. But that's where we'll wrap things up for now, and then we'll decide if, I guess, we're very close to the Shadow Tree. What exactly is in store for us in this direction? This monstrosity of, first of all, monstrosity of my fashion souls, but also this monstrosity of a structure behind us. And, of course, the flooded church district, and so much more of Shadow Altus, and so much more of the Shadow Realm in general to explore. This DLC is fucking amazing, and I hate it all at the same time. How does that work, guys? Thank y'all very much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one.